Hello, this is wmpyr here to talk about why we train with the sticks before going to the knife. Okay, even for the people that maybe you're not interested in the stick fighting material at all, you just want to do the knife. You don't care about improvised weapons, and you already know what knife you want to focus on, and you want to become really, really good at that. Even for people like that, I always say the same thing. Learn the sticks first. I don't care if it's a karambit, a balisong, a regular knife, a tactical folder, fixed blade, it doesn't matter. We always start with this, the sticks. And, you know, you might be going, what, why is that? It's so different. And, a prime example I could share with you guys is I have a student who's been coming in for private lessons, and the last class, he said something that was just spot on. And what he said was, when going from sticks to knife, he said the knife is so much harder. And that's exactly correct, and that's one of the things that I say is that the knife is more advanced compared to the sticks. And when he said that, it made me really happy because that's when I was like, you're training correctly then. That's good, for you to come to that realization. Because all I could do is really present the material to the student, and then from there, it's up to the student to put in the time, the discipline, and the work to practice. And then when you practice like that, I presented all the fundamentals necessary for stick fighting. And also part of that is, now that you have all the fundamentals, you keep working and practicing, and you're trying to master the stick. That takes a lifetime, but at least you have all the fundamentals to start with. And part of what I teach is also you're using that as you're working on mastering the stick to also include improvised weapons training and also include knife training. And so you're able to do that because you know what you're supposed to be doing with this, and you're going to do the exact same thing for improvised weapons and also with the knife and also empty hand. It follows the same curriculum, the same fundamentals essentially. So that's why you make that comparison. So the student made the comparison as they're working on the stick, and then they also tried it with a knife, and then that's when they said it's so much harder with a knife. So think about that. They wouldn't have said that if they had only been training with a knife. There's nothing to compare it to, so that they won't know. But because they were doing the sticks first when they went to the knife, so they were able to make that comparison. So with the stick, they went to like a certain level, right? You work your way and you get to a certain level, and of course you can keep going and going, but you got to a certain level with the stick. You go to the knife and you want to be good with the knife, then your level should be higher than the sticks, or at least the same. And as you're working on it, he found out that it's hard. It's difficult with a knife, that it's much more difficult. So that comparison right there, that is so important to be able to have that. And that's what the sticks give you. The sticks give you that. In other words, it is a bar. It is a standard to where you can go, I need to get to this level with the knife. So that's so important there. And now please don't misunderstand this. Don't confuse this with, okay, so I'm just going to train a little tiny bit with the sticks, and then 90% of the time I'm going to spend with a knife. Of course you're going to get better with a knife. That's not what this is. That's not what happened. Like I said, I passed on pretty much all the fundamentals for the stick. Okay, all of that, so the student knows what they have to go through. They know what they have to do. They're just because I passed the info doesn't mean that they're at that level where they've mastered all the basics. No, but they know what they got to do, and they keep working at it, and it is a work in progress, right? So once you're there and you know what you got to do to get better, and then you go to the knife, and then you're trying to do the same thing with the knife too. It's simultaneous development is what it is. And then you're also going to find that as you work with the stick, sometimes you're going to get a little caught, like there might be a little bump where you're just having a hard time. And with a knife, it might clear it up. And so actually training with a knife or training with empty hand or doing something a little different can help you figure out things, and then you can go further and then go back to the sticks, and then that'll go further. And then, they both, it's like an arms race. So that's like the proper method of training right there. And so anyway, it's that's what you should be doing, and that'll help you when you go to the knife really appreciate the knife and earn your skills with the knife. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.